Good evening, guys. Welcome to SAP FICO demo class. Today, I would like to explain what is the SAP, what is the ERP software, and I will explain you what is the advantages of the SAP. I will tell you complete information about the SAP. SAP is the one of the biggest business software in the entire world. First, we need to think about what is the SAP. Before learning SAP, we need to good knowledge and good idea about the SAP. So SAP is the worldwide software. We can see the entire world, number of companies, number of organizations, and number of MNC companies. It means all MNC companies, all business organizations, they are using the SAP. SAP is the one of the best ERP software. Why? Because SAP helps to maintain the organizations. How to maintain the organization? For example, each and every company or each and every organization, they has different divisions. It means HR, marketing, sales, and etc. So SAP is helpful to maintain the each and every part on the organization, or SAP is helpful to handle the or maintain the each and every organization. Not only particular department, entire organization we can handle with the SAP. Each and every organization, number of divisions we have. For example, sales and marketing, HR, etc. So SAP is helpful to maintain the each and every organization or each and every department. So any company, they can purchase the SAP software. So this is very helpful to maintain the all departments with the SAP software. Each and every organization has different goals, and they have the different scenarios. So SAP is helpful to maintain the entire organization. So that's why entire world, number of companies, they are using this software. With only one software, they can use is helpful to maintain the entire organizations, all departments, each and every departments like sales department, purchase department, marketing department, finance department, material management department, each and every department they can handle with the SAP. So that's why SAP is a very famous software entire the world. So number of companies, they are interested to handle to take the SAP software. So SAP is a very famous software, not only India, entire the world. So this is the advantage of the SAP software. Okay. So next we will go to definition of the SAP software. This is very important. SAP has a particular definition. What is SAP definition in the definition and meaning? SAP stands for System Applications and Product in Data Processing. It means SAP is the one of the software. It will be, we need to take the access with the computers and systems. So once take the access, we can configure the entire information on the SAP software. So this is the helpful to process the entire information, and everything we can easily store with the SAP software. So that is the called SAP stands for System Applications and Product in Data Processing. So here SAP is the helpful to process the entire data of the organization. Each and every company has the data. Each and every organization has data. Once starting the configuration, entire data will be stored on the rows and columns. So this total information we can process with the SAP software. So that's why calling SAP stands for System Application. It means system. It will be using the system applications and processing the data processing, production data processing. So it means entire product will be processed with the SAP software. So this is the definition of the software. SAP stands for System Applications and Product in Data Processing. This is the definition of the SAP on the interview perspective. On the interview scenario, 100% will get this question on the interview basis. So this is the definition of the SAP software. So SAP has different products in the market. For example, we can choose the Tata company. They have the different products like Tata cars and Tata Motors and different number of products they have. So like that, SAP also, they have the number of products in the market. So this is called ERP software. ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. SAP CRM means Customer Relationship Management. This is the one of the product in SAP. After that, SAP PLM, Product Lifecycle Management. This is also one of the software in SAP. And one more thing, SRM, SAP SRM, Supply Relationship Management. This is also one of the product. Like that, SAP has number of product in the market. This all products called ERP softwares. And recently, SAP launched one of the new software. This is called SAP S4HANA. SAP S4HANA. Right now in India, this is not implemented. Number of companies, but almost around 2,000 companies are converted to the SAP S4HANA software. It's coming. It's the upcoming software. This is called Next Level Business Suite. Right now, almost around 80% of the companies that are using the SAP ECC 6.0 version. It means ERP software. ERP means this is the ERP, and ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. ECC 6.0 started around long back ago, is ending with 2004. Okay, starting 204 and ending with the 2014. Okay, but right now also previously they are launching number of ECC 6.0 version softwares. They are continuously running right now, going on working on this ECC 6.0 version only. But right now, recently they are launched SAP S4HANA softwares. Okay, this is the product of the SAP products. I am explaining here very less product, but SAP has around 12 to 15 products in the market. They have a number of products, approximately 12 to 15 products in the market, like ERP software, CRMs, customer relationship management, like number of products they have the SAP in the market. SAP is the market leader right now. So SAP has almost around 12 type of the products in the marketing. I am telling here only for the example. I'm showing some products here. Okay, this is the one thing. And if you want to learn the SAP FICO, you need to get some information regarding what is SAP FICO. And CO means the controlling process. This is the two parts, not one part. Okay, so what is the SAP FICO? FI means total financial configuration. It will be depends on the financial configurations only. CO means this is a separate topic, is a controlling topic. Okay, FI means almost we need to configure the different type of the financial configurations only. For example, end users, they will post some particular documents, different documents. So we need to configure for the particular document posting. End user they are posting number of documents. We need to configure the entire financially. We need to configure the documents. That is a part of the FI. Controlling is different. So FI means purely 100%. This is the only financial prospective process. We need to configure the financial related issues. We need to solve the financial related issues here. So this is called FICO. FICO means almost we need to configure the financial prospective ratio. Total, for example, if you can went any supermarket or big bazaar or any showroom, they will give the bill once purchasing the entire products. So they will give the bill, and it will mention their each and everything. You are purchasing, how many products you are purchasing, how many products you are, how much you want to pay the money. This total information, it will be showing on the bill. So that type of the configuration, how to get printing bill, that is the backend configuration. That's why end user, he can create the bill. So we need to do this work only on the FI. FI means total financial configurations. We need to do the FI. So financial means, and I'm telling once again, financial FI means we need to configure the billing process purpose. We need to configure the which field is required, which field is not required, and everything. Total financial purpose, billing purpose. What we will get the output to. That output we need to configure on FI. Controlling is a separate part. So this is called FICO. On SAP, we have three type of the servers. So how to work the SAP? They have the three type of the servers. First one, three type of the servers. What is the R3 servers means? R3 means three servers. R means real time. R means real time. 3 means three servers. SAP is working on the three server basis. I will tell you how to work on the SAP. We are getting the once getting the job, IT people, they are providing one particular user ID and password, but we are getting the access from the R3 server. R means real time. 3 means three servers. We are getting the entire information from the R3 servers. What is the R3 server? Next, we will discuss about the R3 server. Already I told you, R means real time, 3 means three servers. Okay, right now I would like to explain details of the R3 server. See, SAP is launched in 1973 on the German, is a German based software. So this is launched on the 1973, long back ago. That particular time they are starting with the one server. So this is called R1 server on the SAP. After some days, they are starting another server. SAP is, depends on the two servers. R2 means two servers. Right now, SAP is running on three servers. Three servers means R means real time. 3 means three servers. SAP is running on right now. Total depends on this three servers. So that's why SAP is called R3 servers. R3 means real time servers. Okay, this is the SAP server. How look like? We'll get the proper idea once see this diagram. Total SAP started in 1973 with one server and one client. After that, it will be converted to two servers. Right now, they are running around three servers. That's why SAP is called R3 server system. What about this server? Server means, for example, if you are using the Gmail ID. So your contact number will be given, your details will be given, your total name and everything will be given. That particular data, it will be stored on the servers. We can see in Hyderabad, there is number of data centers is there. So data centers means what is data centers? Entire the world. Each and every organization, they have the customers. That particular customers data, it will be stored on the servers. Right now, recently, Indian government, there are banned the Chinese companies. Why? Because our data and our contact numbers, our entire information, it will be stored on the Chinese servers. So there is a little bit problem with that companies. They are getting entire information, our personal information. That's why Indian government, they are blocking the Chinese companies. Why? Because our information will be stored on the servers. So that's why SAP server also total three servers. Entire information, what you are map on the SAP. If you can map any information on the SAP, it will be stored on the servers only. Okay, these three servers we have in the SAP. We will discuss about what is the servers. What about servers? Okay, we'll see on this diagram. In SAP, we have total three servers. R3 means three servers. I told you. What about these three servers? We will discuss on this slide. First one is development server, and second one is quality server, and third one is production server. What is the development server? we will discuss about development server. Sorry. Development server means here some technical people that are working here. Technical people means they have coding knowledge, Java knowledge, and some people that are designing the websites. It means technical people, that particular persons are working, they have the knowledge on the technical knowledge. It means C language, C++, Java, like that. That particular engineers, they have that knowledge. They are planning here how to develop the SAP, how to simplify the SAP, how to give the good configurations or good options to the SAP. They are thinking about here. They are develop the different new options, and they are try to plan the simplify the SAP. Once develop the any special options or any special indicators, after then they will move to the quality server. Here quality people are working here. They will check the once complete the developed options, how to develop the particular option, how to work this option. Once it can be implemented on the SAP, it will working properly or not. Okay, everything they will check here. They will see what once they can move the production server, any global effect will become. They will identify it properly. Once accept the quality people also, that particular developments, it will be transferred to the production server. This means we are getting access from the production server. 100% we are getting the options from the or access from the production server. If you can map the any information on the SAP, it will be storage on this production server only. So that's why this is called three type of the architecture. This is called, okay, R3 server. Why? This is total 3 servers we have. And one more thing, this is called like landscape also. What is the landscape? We have 3 servers. This is the landscape. First one is development server. Second one is quality server. Third one is the production server. Okay. This is the next slide. So this is about total information about the servers. We have total 3 servers in SAP. First one is the development, quality server, and production server. We are getting entire SAP server access from the production server only. Okay. SAP landscape. What is the SAP? Sorry, this is called landscape. Okay, this server is called is landscape. Okay. Next slide is about SAP. SAP is the one of the world leading software for the management of the business process. I told you already, SAP is a very helpful to maintain the any organization. SAP software is helpful to maintain the any business organization or any business suite. If you can implement the, any developments on the SAP, this development solutions facilities effective data processing and everything, it will go to flows on the entire organization. Development solutions that facilities effective data processing. It means data processing means we are mapping the entire information on the SAP server. This entire information easily it will flows to across organization. If you can do the any configuration on the SAP, if you can control, if you want to control any particular department, so if you can do the configuration, automatically this entire flow will be go to the across or follow the total organization. So SAP, so that's why called SAP is the one of the world leading software for the management of business process, developing solutions that facilities effective data processing and information flows across organization. And one more thing, already I told you this this thing, SAP stands for System Applications and Product in Data Processing. SAP is the market leader in ERP. Already I told you, SAP is the ERP software. ERP software, SAP is the ERP software. So ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. So SAP is the leader in the market. Okay, so SAP is the third largest software company in the world. We know the number of software companies, Infosys, Microsoft, like that. So SAP is the third largest software company in the world. SAP previous name is SAP AG. SAP was started in 1972. Already I told you before slide. So SAP is the world largest software. SAP was started in 1972 in Germany. So that's why we are calling SAP the German-based company, the German-based software. So starting with started with IBM X employees. Some SAP X employees are they are previously working on the IBM. So IBM employees, they came to out and they are starting the SAP software. SAP is the number one in the ERP market. SAP has around 1 lakh customers in around 140 countries. Right now, SAP using around 1 lakh customers, around 140 countries, including India. Okay. So SAP module, if you can see the SAP, we have the number of modules and we have the different modules. Example, we are discussing about the FICO, financial accounting and controlling. This is the first one. FICO is the financial accounting and controlling. This is the first software. The first division, sorry, is the module, one of the module. And second one is the human capital management. This is the human capital management. This is the HR. Okay, each and every organization we have the HR department now. So they are using human capital management. Just a minute. And third one is the MM. MM means material management. Okay, third one is the material management. And we have number of product like quality management, and I will tell you PM. PM means plant management, production planning. PP, this is called PP, quality management. QM, SD. SD means sales and distribution. So this has the almost SAP modules, and they have around number of modules in SAP. But right now, almost very famous modules this all. If you can get the knowledge on any particular module, you'll get the job, no doubt at all. So it depends on your interest. You can choose any module. If you can go to the FICO, you'll get the job, no doubt at all. Human capital management and material management. You can choose any particular module, 100% you will get the job in the market. So I'm telling here some SAP modules just only for the example where they have number of modules on the SAP. Okay. So advantage of SAP. For example, they are using the SAP software in a particular organizations. Any organization, they can use the SAP. What is the advantage of the SAP? So first thing is the cost saving, time saving. It means we have the different options in the SAP. For example, we can choose the APP, automatic payment program. So we can use the automatic payment program. We can post the number of invoices with one click. So company will be getting the cost saving and manpower saving, almost number of savings. Within 1,000 invoices also, we can post with one click. That is the advantage of the SAP. And cost savings, if we can use the SAP software, we can control the entire department or entire organization. So we can save the cost also. Reduce the time. It means very less time, we can do the more work. Flexibility. If we can use the SAP software, we have the number of flexibilities. We need to create the different options, new options. That's why we have the flexibility on the SAP. Continuous support. What is this continuous support? Once getting the SAP server access, we will get the any problem. We'll get the problems on some time. That particular time, we are getting the support from the SAP management. Continuously, we are getting the support. That is the one of the advantages of the SAP. We have number of advantages we have, but I am explaining here only 5 advantages in the SAP. Okay, actually we discuss about the ERP. What is ERP? I told you ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. What is ERP? Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise means is the organization. Each and every organization called as ERP. enterprises. Each and every organization is a enterprises. So if we can use this particular software, we can use all resources. 1 minute. We can use all resources very effectively. So this is one of the best advantage in the SAP. If we have the SAP software, we can utilize the entire resources on the organization. Each and every organization has different resources like money, manpower, material, plant, and everything they has. So SAP is the helpful to how to use the entire resources on the organization. That's why called ERP software. SAP is the one of the ERP software. ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. Okay, what about ERP? We'll discuss about the ERP. Anyone they can use the ERP software. How it will be work? ERP equal to SAP. Okay, you can think like that. ERP equal to SAP. We have the ERP softwares. We can plan is helpful to planning the organization, how to maintain the organization, how to manage the organization, everything we have with plan with the ERP software. And sales, how many sales is completed on this month? What about the sales target? How many people working on the sales department? We can calculate with the sales total sales information with only ERP softwares. And HR, each and every organization has HR department. So how many manpower is there? How many people are working? How many consultants they need? How to pay the salary? Everything they will take care of the HR department and accounting department. This is also one of the part in accounting ERP software. So each and every organization has the account department, is the backbone of the organization. So they will calculate each and everything. How much money came to the company? How much getting the money from the company? And they will handle to profit and loss accounts and total accounting related scenarios. Okay, so like that, ERP software it will be helps to maintain the entire organization on all departments like planning department, technology, production, storage, sales, HR, accounting, and marketing. So with one ERP software, we can handle with the all departments. All things we can handle with the one department with only one SAP software. SAP means equal to ERP software. That is the advantage of the using ERP software. Okay. And one more thing here, we will discuss with how to integrate it with the SAP software with the other modules. If you can, or any organization, they can purchase the SAP software. So this is helpful to maintain the sales and distribution process and production planning process, FICO process, and material management. This will be integrated with the all department. That is the advantage of the SAP software. And some software it will be help to maintain the only some particular departments only. But why companies are using SAP? They can purchase or they can use the SAP software. SAP is integrated with the all departments. It means they can purchase the one SAP software. This is the helpful to maintain the all departments like SD, MM, PP, and FICO. That is the advantage of the SAP software. Okay. And in the market, we have around different type of the ERP softwares. What is the ERP software? I told you already. I explained you. So I am telling what about the ERP software. ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. We have different type of the ERP softwares in the market. First one is the SAP Logistics. This is a very big software, and right now we are explaining about SAP Logistics. And second one is the Oracle Applications. This is also very famous in India. And third one is the PeopleSoft. Fourth one is Adwards, Microsoft Dynamics, and BAN. We have number of ERP softwares. But right now, biggest market share in the market is the SAP Logistics and Oracle Applications. If you can learn any course on this two, you'll get a good job, no doubt at all. Very famous software, both are. But market ratio wise, we have the biggest software in the market is the SAP Logistics. So this all software is called ERP softwares. ERP means Enterprises Resource Planning. Enterprises resource, it means how it will be helpful to how to maintain the resource on the organization. We can plan the how to use the resources. So that's why this all ERP software is available on the market. So some people on the interview, they will ask what type of the ERP softwares you know. You can explain SAP Logistics, Oracle Applications, PeopleSoft, DAD Adwards, and Microsoft Dynamic. You can explain like that. So this is all called ERP softwares. And this is a definition, is a very, very important, guys. So definition of the SAP software, SAP stands for System Applications and Product in Data Processing. It means financial accounting and controlling process. The financial accounting and controlling process. So we'll do the financial configuration. That's why this is called financial accounting and controlling also. SAP is the best configuration ERP software for internal and external financial configuration process. So it means we will get the idea here. SAP is helpful to internal and as well as external configurations also we can do with the SAP software. Okay, so ERP stands for ERP is software for internal and external financial configurations process. It is a financial statement and integrated for the best result. So we need to think about here what is the integrated for the best result. It means once map the entire information on the SAP software, so we will get the information like Excel sheets. We can export the total information. That is the advantage of the SAP software. Once getting the or once mapping on the SAP any information of the any company, so this particular software is helpful to get the entire information like Excel sheet. For example, if you have the bank account, if you want to know, you can easily download the bank statement. That's like that. You can get the entire information on the, or you can export the entire information of what thing you are mapping on the SAP, what information you can, you are already mapped on the SAP. Entire information we can easily export from the SAP software. That is the one of the best example and best uses of the SAP software. Okay. I will cover this all those information on the enterprise structure. First one is the defined company OX15. This is the total enterprise structure. On the previous video, we discussed about the ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. So this is also like that enterprises. Enterprises means one organization structure we will build here, like this all particular T codes. This is the first part. And second one is the global settings. So this is the second part in SAP. This is the one of the part in we need to configure around here 12 configuration. 13 one is this is not a configuration. This is the other T code. So this is the second chapter on the SAP FICO. Okay, global settings is the second part in SAP. Okay. Third one is the global configuration, like creation of the chart of accounts. We have three types of the chart of accounts: operating chart of account, group chart of account, and country specific chart of accounts. This is the second configuration process here. Okay, GL creation and everything I can explain on here. This is the second one. Third one is the SAP GL account creations, like bank account creations, rent account creations, salary accounts, and cash discounts account, and purchase account. We have the debit and credit system is there. So if you want to post the any, if you want to make the any GL posting, we need to create the one GL account for debit and credit also. That particular information also I can explain here. Okay. So after that is the posting process. So FB50, the general ledger posting process, FB50 or F-02, the posting and errors resolution. On the what is the errors resolution? On the posting time, we will get some problems or we get some errors. How to resolve the errors? I can explain here. Okay. And posting type of the keys. We have different type of the posting keys. I can explain here. Part document, whole document, held document, everything I can explain here. Okay. And type of the posting keys, different posting keys. Okay, this is the other one. And again, this is table display. This is the one of the important session on the SAP on the real time you need to explain, you need to export the entire information on the from the SAP. You need to you need to submit the SAP tables and everything. So this is the one of the configuration process, and here especially we can learn how to export the information from the SAP FICO. Okay, this is the one of the chapter. And after that we will discuss about P1, P2, P3 tickets. So on the particular, if you can working on the real-time job, so some end users, they are getting some problems or errors. So that particular situation, there are raising the tickets like P1, P2, P3. It depends on the time-based scenarios. I will explain this all information. And transactional data, configuration data, customers. We have different type of the data on the SAP. We are mapping on the information with the blueprints on the SAP, like transactional data, configuration data, customers masters data, vendor master data, and everything we will explain here. Okay, this is the one of the part in SAP. After that, one more thing, just the implementation project. On the SAP, we have two type of the projects, like implementation project and supporting project. We will discuss theoretically what about the implementation project, what about the supporting project, and which type of the methodology you are using on the SAP. We'll discuss on the training sessions. And what about the clients and parties? I can explain this total information on the classes. Okay, we have two type of the parts here. First one is the parties and second one is the clients. What is the difference between the clients and parties? How to get the agreements or how to get the orders from the clients? I can explain this particular scenario. And especially on the SAP FICO, we have different stages on the stages on the implementation project. Like this all stages I can explain one by one on the real-time process. Okay, and how actually if you can work any organization or any company, entire information you need to map on the SAP system. So it depends on completely on the blueprints, how to map the SAP, how to configure the SAP. Total everything depends on the blueprints. So on this particular session, I can explain you how to create the blueprints and what is the process like that. Everything I can explain regarding the blueprints on this particular session. And after then, LSMW, this is one of the separate tool. This is using on the conversion process. So I can explain this tool regarding what is the LSMW, how to migrate the projects from non-SAP to SAP. I can explain entire scenarios on this particular information. Okay, and RECEIVABLE method, this is a part of the implementation. I can explain this one also. And one more thing, after then we need to learn this account payable and account receivable. This is one of the chapter in SAP, account payable and account receivable. Okay, and this is also part of in the account AP configuration, account payable and the account receivable. This is all the parts in the SAP explanation method. This is also one of the part in account payable and AR configurations. And documents type, we have the different documents type in the SAP. I can explain you each and every document type and everything I can explain on the SAP system. Okay, and this is a posting, general ledger posting, and in vendor invoice posting, vendor invoice clearing T codes. Okay, and APP configuration, this is the one of the biggest chapter in the SAP. APP means the automatic payment program. APP means automatic payment program. So APP called beauty of the SAP. We need to configure this total information on the SAP APP program. Okay, this is the one thing. APP run, how many types runs in APP, and total we have around 6 steps. 6 steps on the APP configurations. I can explain this, all those things. Okay, and withholding tax and dunning configuration. This is also one of the part in the SAP. Okay, and next one is the vendor down payment configurations and customer down payment configurations. So the T codes and everything I mentioned here. Okay, vendor cash discount, this is also one of the part in SAP configuration. So vendor cash discount and customers also customers cash discounts. So we are, each and every company has different vendors. They are purchasing the material from the vendors. So how to configure and everything is mentioned. How to map the vendor information. Everything I can show on the vendor cash discounts and customer cash discounts. Okay, APP payment automatic payment program. I told you already. We have two types of the runs, and this all the T codes and configuration steps. So one by one, I can explain on the classrooms. Okay, the MI FI to MM integration process, P2P process is called procure to pay. Okay, we have the different around 4 T codes for this configuration. I can explain this procure to pay also. And withholding tax, this is one of the important scenario on the SAP. I can explain you withholding tax, how to configure the withholding tax, how to do the configurations and everything I can explain here. Okay, and SAP dunning process and everything. And one more thing on the my sessions, I am creating one separate group for the interaction group for the students. So once joining on the my training sessions, I can give the link for this SAP FICO interaction group link. So you can explain the each and everything. You can share the knowledge here, and you can discuss with the any doubts you have. You can discuss with the your colleagues and your students. So this is the one of the part in SAP FICO interaction group. Okay. So any students, so if you can once joining with me, I can give the free recorded videos, and every day I can post the videos. You can download the videos automatically. You can post the videos, is 100% free of cost. Okay, and one more thing, I can give the a 3-month server access also. Okay, is of 500 rupees per month. So I can give the 3 server access also, and free recorded videos and interview based questions and answers also I can provide with free of cost. I have around 74 questions and answers. So you can we can give the free of cost only for my students. Okay, and recently launched S4HANA. I will tell you a little bit regarding this S4HANA. S4HANA means is the next business suite. So S4HANA is the 4th version. S4 means the 4th version. S4HANA. So almost SAP FICO and S4HANA is almost equal. There is very less difference between the SAP FICO and S4HANA. Okay. So S4HANA, what are the benefits for S4HANA? S4HANA around some new upcoming companies, they are purchasing SAP S4HANA software. So why SAP S4HANA they are offering, there are interest to purchase S4HANA is a very simplified software compared than SAP FICO ECC 6.0 version. So right now in India, around 2,000 companies are converted to the S4HANA. A new company, some people they can launch any new company, they are purchasing the S4HANA. So, but there is no difference, very less difference between the SAP FICO S4HANA and SAP FICO. But almost look out, everything is same. But only some internal changes is there. So that is the, which means compared than SAP S4 FICO, S4HANA is a very simplified software. Okay. So anyone they can use the SAP S4HANA, we can save around 30% saving buying software. It means compare than we can compare with the SAP FICO, cost is around very less, 30%. We can save the companies. They can save the companies. Okay, and saving buying hardware also. So no need to buy the more laptops or systems. They can save the hardware also. It means laptops and systems and printers and everything. The manpower also saving. They can so SAP S4HANA is helpful to it will be run with the very less manpower. Almost the companies can save around 25% of the manpower. Okay, maintenance manpower also. This is also one more thing. This is the total advantage of the SAP S4HANA. Okay, SAP S4HANA means high performance analysis applications. S4HANA is the next generation business suite. Already I told you. High performance means is very fast compared than SAP FICO ECC 6.0 version. Okay, the S4HANA is a very speed up process, speed data. On the SAP S4HANA, we can get the data or we can export the data compared than SAP FICO 500x speed. This means faster, very faster compared than with the SAP S4 SAP FICO ECC 6.0 version. This is all the advantage of the SAP FICO. Very faster. We can analyze the total information very easily. It's very fast comparison with the SAP FICO. It's a very fast responding comparison SAP FICO around 400x. It's a very fast speed response. And one more thing, SAP FICO is hard disk storage software, and S4HANA is the SSD based storage. This is called SSD means standard started drive. So backup is very fast. It's very high speed compared than SAP FICO ECC 6.0 version. So this is the hard disk SSD. It means chip based storage. So that's why it's very speed. So this is the total information about the SAP FICO or S4HANA introduction. So demo class, this is the demo class. Anybody can interested to join the SAP FICO FICO course, kindly contact me. I can mention my number on the description. You can contact me for more information. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for giving this opportunity. Thanks to all. Thank you. Thank you so much.